Hello friend, Krutless here, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play World of Warcraft Leveling Legacy. In this one we are going to go into Shadowfang Keep, the fortress here in Silverpine Forest next to the Grey Main Wall and Pyrewood village that we saw in the previous episode. You walk up this path here towards this castle, well, it's more of a keep. It used to belong to a baron known as Baron Silverlaine. Let's take a look at the lore of this place here. Looming over Pyrewood village from the southern bluffs of Silverpine Forest, Shadowfang Keep casts a shadow as dark as its legacy. Oh, leveling legacy! Sinister forces occupy these ruins, formerly the dwellings of the mad Archmage Arugal's worgen. The restless shade of Baron Silverlaine lingers, while Lord Godfrey and his cabal of erstwhile Gilnean noblemen plot against their enemies, both living and undead. So you remember from the last episode that Sylvanas was betrayed by Lord Godfrey, Walden, and Baron Ashbury that we have here. They took residence inside the Shadowfang Keep. They shot Sylvanas in the back, and now they are waging war against both the Gilneans and the Forsaken. We see the drawbridge here. Looks pretty defensible, this place, if you just take this bridge away. Not sure how they do that though. Guess there was some ropes from these planks up there, but we have a nice view from this place as well, as we'll see when we get in. So this was one of the dungeons that was did get an heroic mode in Cataclysm, though I don't believe there are any changes except that the enemies are stronger and there are some new boss mechanics. As you can see here, if I change from normal to heroic, you can see that this boss has some additional abilities on heroic difficulty. These are marked with a skull, so those are the only differences right there. Let's take a look at the bosses. First of all, we have Baron Ashbury, slain by worgen and raised into undeath by the Forsaken. The traitor Baron Ashbury toys with his foes, keeping them alive so he can inflict maximum pain and suffering. This guy is a sadist big time. He uses shadow magic. Baron Silverlaine was master of the keep before it fell to the Arugal's worgen. Now his cursed spirit calls upon the very wolf beasts that slaughtered him to punish further trespassers into his home. And this place is under attack by alliance. Commander Springvale was a loyal soldier. The ghost of Commander Springvale haunts the council room using unholy strikes to avenge his lord, Baron Silverlaine. So he's a knight that basically wants revenge for this guy who used to own this place. And then we have Lord Walden, Godfrey's right-hand man. The arrogant Lord Walden vowed to pay any price, including death, to serve his compatriots. Now among the undead, Walden intends to keep his word, attacking adversaries with ice and venom. Ice shards and venom. Ooh, creative though. And then we have Godfrey, drawing from his past as Gilnean noble and Forsaken agent. The cunning and resourceful Lord Godfrey wields dual pistols and commands relentless flesh-eating ghouls. So this guy's a hunter-ish dude with ghouls. Cursed bullets. Nice. So those are the individuals we are going to kill. Let's head inside the Shadowfang Keep. As you can see here, we see the loading screen. Pretty beautiful. I do like the design of this place. And we enter through the dungeon. You can see the gateway is locked. We do get some quests here. The Alliance gets a quest here as well. I believe they are a little different in their dialogue only. They do have the same targets. So here we have a lot of these Forsaken. That's why I came with this guy. His name is Sionis, by the way. He's my rogue, assassination rogue. We have Forsaken blight spreaders here. You can see they have like thrown blight into this place, created some monstrosities. Now leading the charge here is a guy we met before, Commander Belmont. Yay! Hello.
That better be good.
Nothing can stop the wrath of the Banshee Queen. This land is our land. Did you think that a handful of worgen vermin could stop me? Ha! Shadowfang Keep was part of Lordaeron Kingdom in life, so it is quite fitting that it should belong to the Forsaken in death. Godfrey and his accomplices are minor obstacles at best, and of course we're all happy to take them out for their treachery against the Dark Lady. Ashbury has positioned himself near the front of the keep, leaving him wide open to attacks. That was dumb of him. Start us out on the right foot, would you? An easy first target, Baron Ashbury.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
So to start this place out, you go into this little house. I guess it's some sort of housing area for the stable hands. Hello, stable hand. The special plague we're spreading will keep Godfrey's forces from leaving the keep, but will still allow us to move our troops to take it for the Forsaken.
Go away, you should be here.
So ghosts still roam this land. And my key bindings are not working, it seems. That's pretty strange. So I guess we gotta be creative here. This should work. Yeah, there we go. So I gotta fix that out. There's something happened with my user interface as the Legion Period patch hits when I have 2 action bars, one for stealth and one for regular moves. So my stealth action bars, they work, but not the regular one. So if you have any idea what that is caused by, then leave a comment below. Down here, there used to be a worgen boss down here in the vanilla version of the game. And now we have Baron Ashbury here and his prisoners, a Mastiff. We have Forsaken Troopers and something else. Yes, there we go. Magistrate Henry Malab. So if you're alliance, you can rescue him. Let's take Baron Ashbury down. Killed by lowly commoners. How droll. And Belmont followers is here. Ah, very well done. They've gotten a hold of powerful allies, but clearly nothing a rogue champion of the Banshee Queen can't handle. The best part about this plague is that even when it visually fades away... Don't run away from me, man. He did have some dialogue there, though. We could rescue some of these guys, can we? No, I guess not. We're gonna leave them here. We did get a Wolf Master's Cape. Nice. He did have some dialogue here. You're more skilled in combat than I thought. Very well then. Let's get to the courtyard. Door open so we can continue our mission. There we go. So you gotta wait for him to open the door. Let's get the quest.
What now?
Plague everywhere. It appears that the spirits that served Baron Silverlaine and Commander Springvale in life now guard them in death, and Godfrey is using them to deter us. Show them all the iron will of the Forsaken. Yes, did I miss anything on that quest there, dialogue there? We still have an enormous area to cover with plenty of Godfrey's defenses on the way. So we gotta take care of these guys here. You don't have to kill these if you don't want to. These are simply just simple undead monstrosities. Quite strong and huge though. I remember this place here. You have some fell steeds now. There used to be only these shadow horses, and they can actually drop a bag, I believe. Oh, can I skin that horse? That seems like an oversight. Did I get the bag? No, I don't think I did. You can actually skin the skeleton horse. Wow. I do have one skinning skill though, just repurpose this guy for skinning, so that was really nice to get. Here we have some other of these undead enemies, some Geist, Frantic Geist. Now here are actually, this is a really interesting part of this dungeon. You can either take the path up here, or you can go through the door down there. Let's go up here first. I'm just going to show you guys how this works out. So a lot of groups, they get lost here, of course, because they don't know where to go. So here we have a couple of rooms with these shadow attendants. These are ghosts that used to live here until a worgen came and killed everybody. And now Ashbury is taken over again after they drove the worgen out. And here we go. So as you can see, you can take that path and you can skip a boss down there and continue up this path right up into this room. Or alternatively, you can take the other path. Let's go in stealth and I can show you guys how this works. So that's why I wanted to pick a rogue here, because you can basically move around everywhere without being seen, even though I'm quite high level. As you can see, here is the path we could have entered right through this kitchen area. I guess it's some sort of servant's quarters or something. Oh, chest. Nice. Let's open the chest. Or not, you know, these chefs, they do want to interfere with us. Is that a new model for the chef's hat? I think it is. Look at that. I am a chef and I like to cook your pasta. Well. These guys are still making food in their ghostly existence. And here we have the banquet hall in Shadowfang Keep. You can see at the end we have Baron Silverlaine hosting this feast. This place must have been quite beautiful back in the day. And this place actually gives me quite a good feeling. It gives me, it makes me reminisce about Karazhan, because there are some similarities here, especially this room. And like the design and the lighting here also reminds me of Karazhan. This death is only a temporary respite from my curse. The alliance here will be followed by a worgen going into here. We have Kromush is joining us. Hello, Kromush. Excellent. Now to plague this area and move on to... Kromush, what are you doing here? This is a covert operation. Unless I'm mistaken, the war chief explicitly forbids using the plague, no matter the circumstance. My apologies, Kromush, but I assure you there is no problem. We are using an extremely diluted plague. In fact, it really doesn't only serve to scare off the worgen from trying to follow us in here. It's completely harmless. Then I'm sure you won't mind if I accompany you on your mission. Be warned, Belmont. If I found out that you're lying... you'll see the war chief's wrath firsthand. But of course, we have the Horde's best interest in mind, sir. Those heroes were just about to continue on and kill Springvale for us. Do you have anything else to say? Kromush, the High Warlord? I guess not. But we are going to go in here. As you can see, you can continue on. That's where we were before, killing these guys. We can continue off the path and defeat the next spirit, which is called Commander Springvale. He has some interesting mechanics to him. As you can see, he has a... let's clear out the room first. There we go. He has a pretty nice looking weapon. I think the model is actually from Nexramus, and he just has this little glowing shield there. Intruders in the keep, to arms! Yeah, and he's also using the paladin armor recolor of that one. I would really appreciate that if that color was in the game. I don't think it is. It's like the hateful armor. This boss is a really nice early game boss because he teaches you how to move out of this green stuff, which is really useful later on in the game. Our vigilance is eternal. He did drop the weapon. He has always dropped his shield here. What am I saying? Drop the weapon. We got a weapon from the other guy, not this one. This is Baron Scepter, and here we have a commander's crest. I've sent my men forward on the rooftops to secure the area around Lord Walden. Of course, somebody's going to have to take care of the small army between here and there. Of course, that's going to be me, right? Or us. Hello. Kromush has both a thick skull and a fool's brain, and we'll use that to our advantage. By the time anybody finds out about the plague's true potency, it'll be far too late. Okay, so he's tricking Kromush, as you can see here. Thank you for keeping quiet during this tirade. I promise you won't be regretting it. Unsurprisingly, we aren't going to listen to Kromush about the plague. However, his brute strength will come in handy for muscling my men through the many foes ahead on the path to Godfrey, the most powerful being his right-hand man, Lord Walden. I'll meet you in Walden's chamber after you finish him off. Then, at long last, we can completely take Shadowfang Keep for the Forsaken.
Our time will come.
Oh yes, that is our main goal here. And lore-wise, I think we actually take the place when we kill the last boss, so that's pretty nice. Even though it's nuked by this plague, so must take quite some time to make it usable again. So this place used to have a lot of these gargoyles perching on the rooftop here. You can get some sights across Parwood Village, and here we have the lighthouse in the distance. As you can see, we are currently right above the entrance. That's the entrance, and this is where we came from, that way. And then we are going to make our way. I love the design of this place here. It's really intricate. So we went down here and inside the building, and that's where Baron Silverlaine was, and the kitchen's down there below. And then we have the other room above the stables. And now we're going back to this first building that we just came out of. That's the path we came out of after we fought the first boss down there. It's really intricate level design here, and I do like the fact this place is... It's really nice to wrap your head around how this place is built. So up here we have some sort of... Not sure why there is hay here, but and silver bars and stuff. Not sure what this room is used for. Might have been a sleeping area for the worgen or something. And now we are on the what's this area called again on the castle? Anyway, here are these gargoyles that are turned back into life when you go past them. It's kind of a trap, which is kind of cool. There we have the entrance down below. There used to be more of these guys. Now there's only 4 of them, unfortunately. So this place is quite a lot easier than it used to be. I remember wiping here quite a bit back when this was one of the first instances you did as a horde. So it was Quite an intense experience. Oh, we got some male shoulders for level 19. I remember using those. Oh my god, they're so ugly. Oh well. Oh well. By the way, I'm playing in Assassination spec, if you wondered. Feels kind of nice. Haven't gotten my artifact yet, but feels nice regardless. More of these, this hay here. Must probably been some sleeping area for the worgen that used to live here. Or something like that. We're now approaching the last tower at the top above the entrance, as you can see. And this is the area where the boss resides, up in the uppermost tower area. Why are there skulls of cows and horses here? No idea, but I guess that might be a reason why there are skulls here. Maybe that's just like the bounty that the worgen brought back. That's a thought. From a level design perspective, this is pretty cool, but from a architectural standpoint, this design here is freaking useless to live in because you can't really get from one place to another without walking really far. But here we make our way up into the top of this tower. Ooh, pretty far up now. I do love spiral staircases like these. Fun fact, these are made, I think they're actually supposed to be made the other way. Yeah, at least they're made like a way, you know how these wind up, whether they go from the right towards the left. They're actually created because you're supposed to defend them from either the bottom or the top. So when the opponents come up through the staircase like this, you'll have an advantage if you have your main hand on the side of the outermost area of the stairs. So this is like my right hand would be freely able to defend this place from these guys coming from the top, but if you come from the top here, you'd be at a disadvantage. Yeah, that was a rambling. Let's get in here. Okay, so we have Cromish up there just watching us. Why can't you come down and fight with us? This is Lord Walden. Hello.
My new life was just beginning.
And here's Belmont, okay? Is there any dialogue going on between these two?
The time has come, soldiers. Godfrey lies just ahead. Have mercy, we fight
for the Horde. And now what happens? He jumps into the next room, and there are some dark creepers up there.
You had better hurry up if you want it,
or if you want in on the fun. So he basically just charged the head, that's what happened. In this room there used to be like a wolf boss that you fought. Just a huge warg.
What is it?
The time has come. Godfrey will fall.
If all goes well, you'll be able to just walk right into Godfrey's personal domain and take a reward fitting for such an eager young rogue. Godfrey is a cunning foe, though, so it may be wise to head up there quickly. Just in case you're needed, he will pay for what he did to the Dark Lady. For Sylvanas.
Patience, discipline.
Now we're going around the room, and we are going to get out just above on the opposite side, as you can see. Here he is down there. This looks like Arugal's laboratory, where he did his research and wizardry to summon in the worgen into Azeroth. Almost at the top now. This tower seems pretty huge from the inside. Of course, there is some magic going on. The layout of the inside isn't realistic to the size on the outsides, but nothing is in these instances. Okay, so I think he'll approach. Yes, he will, and he'll open the door for us. Thank you. This feels like Call of Duty when NPCs have to open the doors for us.
Why is the door shut? What in Sylvanas' name is going on here?
Yes, what indeed? Cromish! What happened? He's down. He's taken a lot of damage. The coward killed them, poisoned me.
You'll pay for this, Godfrey.
Heroes, you must kill Godfrey. I'll make sure nothing interferes. So you'll stand guard here, thank you. Now, yeah, there's always the guys that just jump over here to kill the boss, while not taking out the monstrosities down at the bottom. And over here you can see a Forsaken Blight Spreader who has spawned, and his corpse is right here. So these guys have been walking around spreading the corpses. These were the forces that were with Cromish. And now they have been slain. And now let's kill these guys, and then we're gonna take care of Godfrey. Taking them out one at a time. Hello.
That bitch Sylvana sent you too, didn't she? No matter, your journey ends in agony.
As you can see, he summons bloodthirsty clouds like this. He has blood magic, and he summons ghouls, and he shoots with his pistols. Look at that. Look at those guns. Look at that. They have like a scythe at the edge there. Bayonet-like.
I thank you for the clean death. I would not have done the same.
And there's Walden down. Let's go back to Belmont, and he'll probably be happy with the results we present him. Oh, new leather boots. Nice.
I'm listening.
For a moment there, I thought all was lost. Even when surrounded by the worgen and Gilneans, I had higher hopes. But you proved me wrong, Sionis. I will see to it that Sylvanas herself hears of your triumph here today. Don't worry about the mess here. I will gladly see to it myself.
Beware the living.
Cannibalize anyone? Yes. That's it for this dungeon, the Shadowfang Keep in Silverpine Forest. Now we're done with that area. In the next episode of Leveling Legacy, we will be moving on to Hillspread Foothills. So I'm really curious about what you guys think of this area. Please leave a comment down below and tell me what you think of Shadowfang Keep. If you have any strange memory of this place, or if, you know, this video brought back some thoughts. If you want to check out my playthrough of Legion, there is a link down in the description down below, and you can also get the annotations at the end of the video for links to that playlist. I've been Crudless. See you guys in the next episode. Bye until then. Wow.